What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Superpower Reviews. My name is Liam Smith. Today we're going to be reviewing the DC Core Joker statue from DC Collectibles. Okay, so first thing, let's go ahead and take a look at the box. As the previous Batman statue we reviewed, it is the double-sided window box. Give you a really great view of the statue from all sides. Flipping around to the side of the box, got a full image of the statue, again designed by Jim Fletcher. Flipping around to the back side of the box, got a full image again of the Joker statue, Batman that we previously reviewed, Batgirl, and Wonder Woman, all within the DC Core line. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the DC Core Joker statue out of the box and take a closer look. Okay, so now we've got the DC Core Joker statue out of the box. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the details. Now, the first thing I want to say, just first impression, is wow on this one. This is even more details than the previous Batman statue that I reviewed before. This one is just blowing me away already, and I've barely even gone over the details yet. Now, before I even talk about the individual details, I just want to show this stance. Look at the stance they have this Joker in. 1 foot coming off the base, the haha base, which, by the way, we'll go over in a minute, but that's an awesome base to begin with. Probably one of the most dynamic poses I've seen on a statue like this. The way his jacket is flowing like that, he's stepping up off the base. One of the coolest Joker statues I've seen in a while. Alright, now as far as what comes in the box, it's similar to the Batman. There's the statue already mounted to the base and one accessory. In this case, for the Joker, of course, he has his infamous cane, which is the same exact cane that you can purchase also in full-size replica. Okay, and before we go ahead and take a look at the statue, I'm going to show you the details on this cane. If you look at the top of the cane, it has the gold jester. Very good sculpting on that. It's very tiny. You can see how small that is. Even though that's the case, they put really great details into that sculpt. And moving down, you'll see it does have the classic purple tone to it with the gold highlights. Gold tip on the end of the cane. This was done really well. Okay, so the cane mounts into the right hand just like that. And it's meant to be about 1/4 down the cane, just so it looks like he's using it as a weapon. Okay, so first thing, let's go ahead and take a look at the head sculpt. This is done really well. Look at the details in the hair, in the face itself, the fine lines they put in the brow, the wrinkles in the face. They really did a great job on the details on this. Now, even more impressive is the way they sculpted the mouth here. The wide open, infamous Joker mouth. The teeth individually painted all the way back into the mouth. You can see the red paint. Very well detailed all the way inside the mouth, outside the mouth, around the gum line. Lots of fine details done really well. Now, if you look at the eyes, you see the left sideways glance that he's giving. There is a reason for that. He's attacking slightly to the left, looking slightly to the left. And you'll see the reason for that when I bring out the Batman statue and show you why they're companion pieces. Okay, so looking at a few more details on the face, I mean, this is just, like I said, blowing me away with the details on this. The red color they have around the bottom of the eyes, giving him that evil, tired look. The fine detail that they put into the brow and the eyebrows themselves with the green. Again, very impressive with the amount of fine details in that. I keep saying the word details, but this one just has it. And they also really nailed it very well with the expression itself on the face. Has that classic Joker menacing look to it, and they really nailed that perfectly. Now, moving on down to the torso area, you can see the incredible amount of detail they put into the layering on this. This is what's impressive here, is the amount of layering. The jacket on the outside, the vest, and the shirt are all completely separate layers. In addition to the way they have the tie flying out like this, very dynamic. The collar popping up here, very fine detail, very fragile by the way, but it makes it very authentic looking. Also, the paint apps on this area are done really well. There's no spillover from one color to the other. The layers are kept separated just like a real fabric. Everything about it's done really well. And speaking of the fabric, let's go ahead and take a look at the jacket, the details on that, the lines that they put in the pinstriping for the jacket, the wrinkles in all the different areas of the jacket where it would normally wrinkle. Perfectly done. Okay, and flipping around to the back side of the statue, once again, every bit of attention paid to detail here, pinstriping throughout the entire thing. The tails on the coat are really impressive to me. The way they got this extremely fine detail on these points. Super fragile, you want to be careful with that, but it gives it a really cool dynamic look to it. Okay, moving down to the bottom half of the statue, following the same theme as the coat, the purple pants, they have the matte paint on them. They didn't just paint the stripes on there, they sculpted those pinstripes in there to give it that fabric textured look. Okay, moving on down to the shoes. Once again, super amount of detail, and I love the way they put different types of paint on here. You have the glossy paint that represents the leather part of the shoe, the matte part in the middle with the textured fabric. Amazing amount of detail with the laces, the soles on the shoes, everything is done really well. Now moving on down to the base, I'm really loving the haha theme they put on here for the Joker, classic style. Loving the texture they put on this too. It gives it kind of the chemical melted green on it with the raised letters for the smaller ha 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 across the top. And if you can look closely where his foot is, it is one more ha that is sticking up that he's breaking off and stepping off of. Now I mentioned before about this Joker being a companion piece with the DC Core Batman, and let me show you why. These are sculpted to face each other in a display, basically fighting each other, attacking together at the same time, and they fit perfectly together in a display in one of the most dynamic poses I've seen with two statues together. Overall, I gotta say this is definitely one of the best Joker statues I've seen in a long time, especially for this size and for this price. Once again, this statue goes for about $50 retail price. You can't beat that for the amount of detail here. The only critique I would have on the entire thing is just that you need to be really careful when you're handling the statue, because there are some very fine points, some very fragile areas on it, but again, once you have it in your display, that won't be a concern whatsoever. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, this statue has so many details, I'm going to go ahead and give you a scan around 360, do some close-ups, and give you a closer look at the entire statue. Okay, that's going to wrap it up for this review of the DC Core Joker statue from DC Collectibles. Go ahead and leave a comment below, let me know what you thought about this statue, and don't forget to subscribe, that way you won't miss any upcoming videos. And as always, I'll see you on the next video.